Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Danielle White of Emotional Physical Therapy, and we are on day 17 of this 40-day journey from passive to passion. And since I had you accepting the weird yesterday, we got to go a little bit further, okay? Each day is a new step, a better step, because what you're doing is you are moving beyond the illusions of what you see. That's right. You don't have to buy into the craziness that is presenting itself as real world because this is not real. It's too crazy to be real. Okay? So, today is about don't be afraid of going deep. You won't go crazy. That kind of sounded like a sermon topic. Okay. As always, I just go with the flow. So, what do I mean about not being afraid of going deep? Well, what you have probably, and I would say most definitely began to experience is that the more you accept and embrace that, that space of where you are your most creative, where you are feeling the fullness of your joy, you're having a little bit of inner conflict. Because, see, the world says, don't trust that. You'll go crazy. When what's crazy is, it's trying to be unconscious, sleepwalking, negative, and just no hope for tomorrow. When every other word that comes out of your mouth is what you can't do or who's in your way of doing. Which do you prefer? Myself? As I said, I'm accepting the weird because it feels good. And it's not just always about feeling good. That's why today's topic is so relevant. Because you see, we have been conditioned to believe that if we go deep, then we'll go so deep that we'll drown, that we will drown in fantasy. And I'm not talking about fantasy, even though, think about the Star Wars movies, E.T. and all that stuff. Think about the very computer that I'm using here. Think about cell phones, smartphones. Look how everything is just speeding up. See, the more we get over into that world of possibility, the more we contribute to not just ourselves, but to humankind. Okay? So, going back to my baby analogies and that pregnancy analogy, right about now, I'm going to say along this journey, because we're 17 days in, 40 days. Typical pregnancy is 40 weeks. Okay, that's the gestational period. So 17 days, if you equate that to 17 weeks, that means, guess what? We're over into the second trimester. And in the second trimester, that's when you first feel movement. That's when you went from the butterflies to where you are feeling that baby starting to turn, kicking a little bit more. It's alive within you. It's no longer, a concept. It's no longer a there, but not a there. It's now a there and it's making itself known. That's where we are in this journey. It's making itself known. Let me give you a little example. You see, 7 years ago, I used to work out in the room above the garage of my house in Columbia, South Carolina. And as I was working out, and this was in the summer too, okay, I'm excited about that because it was in the summer. And I can remember as I was going through my full routine with the yoga and the weights and the calisthenics and all of that, I remember saying, feeling, if only I could get paid for doing what I love. And guess what? I am now getting paid for doing what I love. what I'm passionate about, where I connect with people the best. I am fantastic. If I say so, let me pat myself on the back. Yeah, I'm fantastic at not me engineering people, but turning the tables like I'm doing now and saying, you can too. You can do what you're passionate about. As a matter of fact, that's your responsibility. It is your responsibility. It is my responsibility to go deep. You won't go crazy, but what you will do is you'll become more sane. Life will have meaning, not in the sweet by and by meaning. I'm talking about right here, right now meaning. Even when it's raining outside, you'll still feel joy because you know what? You'll realize the joy is within you. That's what it means to go deep. Keep on feeling the weird, accepting the weird, embracing the weird. Go a little deeper. Every day, take a step. And then you will wake up and one day realize that what you said how many years ago don't have to take 7. Time is of our making, okay? Everything that you could absolutely positively ever desire is already within you. I know I've said that many times before. But now we're over here and I'm getting real with you about this process. See, it's not just here anymore. As long as it's here, it's just words, just empty words. But when you start letting it get down in here, then it becomes to take form. That baby that was just like a little amoeba with webbed feet is now, full head, big head, heart beating, moving around, you feeling it. So go ahead, as I said, go deep. Don't be afraid. You won't go crazy. Crazy is staying in the quote unquote real world with all its craziness. This has been Dr. Danielle Mincy White of Emotional Physical Therapy here on day 17 in our second trimester in this 40-day journey from being passive to passionate about our purpose. See you tomorrow.